Welcome back to October's journal setup. If you're interested in the first part of October's setup, go ahead and click on the tag in the top right corner. That way, you'll be all caught up on our theme for October. So here I'm going to start with this really pretty craft paper. I think I got it from Michael's many moons ago, but I think you can still find it. So originally on the left side, I wanted it to be a habit tracker, and then on the right side, I was planning on doing a mood tracker, but then I thought it was taking up way too much space. So I decided to go for something a little different. Now, at the end of the month, I'll be going to a local Renaissance fair, and I wanted a space in my journal to keep track of the memories. Because I don't know about you, I'm not really one to take photos or videos of precious moments in life. I always enjoy living in the moment. So I thought this might be fun and something new to try. I know, it's terrible. Trust me, I don't like searching through these stamps any more than you like seeing them in a bag. So here I'm using the Posca markers for all of my stamping throughout this video. I decided to go for the more copper tone because I thought if it were to be the gold, it would blend in too much with this page. I also found this washi tape on Etsy. Isn't it adorable? I couldn't help but love the dried herbs and apothecary look. And I thought it looked a little too stark white even on this really pretty vintage paper. So I decided to tie it in with another antique-y type looking paper from that same Michael's collage set and just used it as a backing just to help kind of make everything look a little more vintage. But this PET tape is actually my very first roll of pet tape I've ever owned, and I am very glad to say that it is wonderful. Highly recommend. I think it was the last roll that they had on Etsy, but if it's there, I'll put it in the description below. Now I just wanted to tie everything in together and just make everything look pretty. So this roll is from Michael's. It's a washi tape set. And then this cute little gold leaf washi tape is from Archer and Olive. It's from their fall collection. I think you can still get it on their website. And so I decided to just kind of tie everything in with the copper and brass washi tapes that we used at the beginning of this month. So I decided to frame the top and the adjacent bottom of this spread, just so that it wasn't too heavy on the top or at the bottom. Again, we're going in with these gold leafy printouts I did with my Cricut. Just know, yes, they are gorgeous, but do keep in mind that they are a bit of a pain to peel off of the giant sticker pad because they are so delicate, but 10 out of 10 worth it. And then I'm just gonna stick a little mushroom in the middle because I felt like that little gap needed to be filled. So we're just adding a little bit more whimsy. And there is our memories spread. So excited to use it. And now let's move on to the next spread. Here you will be seeing this Dungeons & Dragons paper quite a bit throughout the rest of the October month because it helps tie everything in for this theme. I'm also going to be using more of Archer and Olive's washi tapes because they're just so cute. So this spread is going to be my YouTube ideas, also videos I've posted, and stream ideas as well. Speaking of streams, if you're interested in live streams, come and join me over on Twitch at NierOracle. We always have a lot of fun there, and currently we are halfway through Witcher 1. I'm starting to fall more in love with Geralt, even though he is a little bit of a doof. I think that's part of his charm. So here's that beautiful Archer and Olive washi tape. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna use more of it both on the top and bottom, just so that it can tie everything in together. Oh, and I'm also using those Posca acrylic paint markers that I love so much. And then here I'm using a super thin brown washi tape from the Michael set, just to kind of hide more of that stark white. Now these Archer and Olive dual tip pens are lackluster. I don't know if I'm using them right. Please let me know in the comments below. I decided to try the brown, it didn't work. I tried the green tea and it bled. So I just let it dry and went with a good old go-to, which is a Cricut pen in dark brown. And then I just hid the mistake with the flower, because if I don't see it, I don't remember it. So here are a bunch of cutouts from my July theme in my last journal. And I decided, you know what? Medieval, fantasy, and dragons. What a perfect combo. And then I decided to add some swirlies and then just touch up the edges and add post videos and stream ideas. And here is my YouTube spread. I wanted there to be a lot of space because I have a lot of ideas. So now we are moving on to week 1. And I can't believe I found this washi tape at the convention I just went to. And it was the cutest thing ever. And I had to incorporate it into this month. And I thought, why not? It's medieval and fantasy. There's Frodo, Sam, Pippin, Merry, a pony, Boromir, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, Faramir, the chick, Eowyn, Gabriella, Arwen. Oh Lord, I can't remember all their names, but you get the gist. I was pleasantly surprised to see this washi tape there, and I can't tell you how nerdy I felt when I was asking them, did you actually make this? Do you know all the characters? Turns out they didn't make it, and I was just that awkward nerd asking nerdy questions. So that was a journey. So I noticed that journaling is becoming a little more popular. I noticed that here and there were some vendors that had washi tape, at least last year, and this year, oh my gosh. So many vendors had so much washi tape, but nevertheless, if you could get your hands on Lord of the Rings washi tape, highly recommend, 10 out of 10. Now, I tried to incorporate more of this washi tape at the top, but then I decided to change my mind, which you'll see here in a minute. I gotta say, growing up, The Hobbit was my favorite because I really enjoyed the part where they have to travel through the forest. But I didn't enjoy all of the creepy spiders. But I guess you learn to love all of the creatures of Middle-earth. So here I'm setting up my weekly spread. I think I heard it was called a rolling month calendar spread. And this works out really well for someone like me who has a hard time remembering things. But I notice writing things down a couple times really helps me remember all of the events I have throughout the week. Now, with this weekly setup, you'll notice that you have a week at a glance on the left side, and then you see the weekdays and a list next to it on the right side. What this means is you write down your list and then you can correspond it to the day of the week. That way you not only write things down twice, but it just helps you keep track and double check that your events are happening on the same day. Now we're moving on to the second week. I'm going to be incorporating that weekly layout throughout the entire month of October. I used it about 90% in my last journal, and I really enjoyed it. So I really wanted to start this journal off with something not only pretty, but something I really enjoyed using. I can't tell you how disappointed I was in the fact that the washi tape ripped the bottom part of this paper, but I'm going to be remedying that here pretty soon. And I gotta say, this is probably one of my favorite spreads as far as weekly spreads in October go, but you'll see here in a minute. Also, this giant dragon sticker was way too big for the theme I had in my last journal. So I figured, you know what? It covers up a lot of the mistakes, and I love this spread of week 2. Now we're going on to week 3. Now, October is a very long month and requires 5 weeks as far as with this weekly layout I'm creating. And I'm okay with that because it leaves a lot more artistic license and crafting that I can incorporate into this journal, which I don't know about you, is the best part. Now again, I'm using that Archer and Olive washi tape. It is so cute. I can't get enough of it. And I'm just going to be repeating this weekly spread. I wanted to make this weekly spread a lot more simple than the last, so I made sure to leave lots and lots of room for lots of events. I don't know about you, when it's about the middle of the month towards the end, I tend to get really busy. I don't know why. I guess that's just how life is, but I always have to make sure I have lots of space for everything that's going on in my very busy life. Now, I've noticed that when it comes to me time and these habits, I don't really prioritize myself. So I'm going to try and do that this month. So we're going to try and make that a goal. Here is week 3. I'm so happy with it and how simple it is. Now we're moving on to week 4. I decided to make this spread even more simple because, again, the closer it is towards the end of each month, the busier I tend to get. Here I just wanted to see more of this beautiful gold washi tape that Archer and Olive has to offer. I also found this washi tape on Amazon by Scotch Tape, and it's actually really nice. So I used that to blend everything in together. The one thing I've noticed these past few months is that I haven't been taking any time for myself. What I mean by that is I haven't been incorporating me time into my weekly schedules, and I really need to start doing that because I feel like everybody needs time to decompress and also charge their battery. And I'm not the type of person who prioritizes myself. I prioritize others and my dogs. But I do notice a sense of burnout. I really need to make sure I incorporate more of that throughout this month. And that includes eating healthy, going on walks, posting more videos, and also going out. I know it sounds silly, but going out is actually really important so I can see my friends and my family, because I tend to become more of a hermit these days. So here is week 4. I'm so happy with it. It's so simple and pretty. And here we are moving on to the final week of October. Here I had an extra sticker that I made of a fleur-de-lis. I got tired of seeing the D&D logo, so I covered it up with some washi tape. It worked pretty good, I think. And then went over it with the dried herb washi tape that I got from my local Daiso. This one, again, I made super simple, and I just wanted the white to actually pop through these pages because it's going to help kind of merge next month's theme, which I haven't disclosed to you guys yet, but I'm planning on doing a November theme, and I really hope you enjoy it. I'm incorporating more of that beautiful Etsy PET tape. I can't help it. It's just so pretty. I wanted this to be more organic looking, so I didn't even bother breaking out my ruler, and I just went for more handy wavy lines. As far as for Halloween goes next month, I don't really know if I'm going to be doing anything. Maybe if some of my tabletop game are doing something for Pathfinders, I'll join. I don't know if I'll dress up. I'm not really that type of person sometimes, but we'll see. And that is it for October's setup. I really hope you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed creating this. I really do find that journaling is super healthy when it comes to your creative side, and you need an outlet because it is also super productive and can help you keep track of things in your super busy life. If you enjoy watching these videos, please feel free to subscribe. I also stream on Twitch twice a week normally, so go ahead and follow me over there at NierOracle. Thanks again so much for joining, and I will see you next time.